How to craft an amazing portfolio and grow a body of work. Sick of drowning in the crowds of artists? Want to stand out? Oenick Art is all about making you succeed in reality, so you can focus on the more important visions and fantasies you craft in your head. Get it? Well, today's special episode is staying off the main tracks, because the most well-trodden roads lead nowhere exciting, usually just to suburbia for us American college grads. Instead, we're taking a unique approach most teachers don't teach, to help you craft an amazing body of work for a show, gallery, submission, or general portfolio showing. This is Oenick Art. Check us out for more specifics at oenickart.com/blog. Hey, my name is Helen Oenick. My grandfather once told me, if your ship doesn't come into the harbor, it's time to jump in and swim out to it. The taste of salt water is the worst. But for a good chunk of my life, I kind of expected things to just happen for me. Fall into my lap. If it weren't for the last minute, I'd get nothing done. I just fantasized someone picking up a piece of my artwork and realized, after deep contemplation, this is it! And with a stroke of a magic wand, my life would be completely changed and become rewired overnight. With this attitude towards life, I didn't have a sense of urgency. I kept waiting for my moment to shine as an artist, but it wasn't coming. We all have bills to pay, and there's no way we want to become another cog in the wheel. We definitely don't want crummy office jobs. What do? With so many inner expectations, desires, and a fundamental need to express and connect with others, every morning when we wake up, I want to scream out loud. But I know I'm not alone on this. Whatever you have deemed success to be, whether it's becoming well-known or for others who just don't care and never want to be found out, we're all human, and we all have a tireless itch in the back of our throats we call desire to express ourselves and connect with other people. People are crazy. We know that for a fact because we're crazy. But what makes a portfolio or body of work shine? You can always submit works anonymously if you want. But it comes down to these three main distinctions. First off, being consistent and looking outside of yourself for a moment. Who are you? What do you draw, create, fantasize about, are fascinated by? These things all tell you who you are. Do you draw comics, or are you painting nudes all day? Stepping outside of your psyche for a moment and looking at who you are right now, not your future or past self, but who you are right now and what you want to create, are the questions that will funnel you into the main part of the puzzle, understanding your audience. You've all heard the term niche before, right? Yeah, it's kind of dry. Well, once you figure out who you are today and what you create on a consistent basis, this will lead you to other people who see and understand the world similarly to you. These are typically the people who fall in love with you because they understand, respect, and value your work the most. These people are your audience. Most people outside your audience or your niche will typically think you're weird or think you're terribly misguided. But this is for the best. If everyone was into the same aesthetics trying to learn the same information, the world would be so boring. Everyone would be the same. No diversity is so dry. So don't pass over and die if not everyone understands you or cares about your work. They simply don't see the world the same way you do. This is why you're unique and the main reason to activate your wonderful voice. If you believe in yourself, others will too. Okay. Second, every day when you're thinking about who you are, ask yourself, what is your particular message? What message do I want to transmit to the rest of the world? And how can I tell it without pissing people off? Or go ahead and think about pissing people off. But the easiest way to spread your message is to be specific and crafted, not only with images, but with words, sounds, fashions, and you. All that you see and value is your message. Craft it, be consistent, and slowly but surely you'll start gaining momentum, the foundation of success. The more art you make, the easier art making becomes. You try new things out, you learn new tricks, and craft visions easier. But how do you transmit it to others? Building momentum is the key to swing open the gates of reaching and connecting with others. Remember, nothing happens overnight. The more you try and embrace failure as a part of the process of success, the easier it will be able to affirm yourself as a special person who has a voice and a message. Successful messages are transmitted to others by being consistent in a vision you constantly see. The longer you focus on your vision and particular message, the longer it will be heard. You'll shortly find yourself becoming a unique and unbelievable force if you just stick with one vision. In other words, transmitting your story requires you to affirm yourself to others and sticking with it. As I said before, write, produce your visuals, craft sounds and fantasies, wrap them up and make them into mysterious and engaging stories. These are great and easy ways to craft your message. Crafting messages and stories in certain ways can make people feel good, happy, optimistic, laugh, be filled with joy, or it can scare them and make them shit their pants. It all depends on what you want to do. Either way, all these techniques makes your voice and the impact of it more dynamic. So don't be afraid to tell your story. Others are waiting to hear what you're cooking up in that noggin of yours. Anyways, that's it for today. To get a more specific guideline to crafting the perfect story, go to oenickart.com/blog. OENICKART.com/blog. See you there. Thanks again, and please listen to our other podcasts.